just want to thank you all for coming out to this women's empowerment. You know, 2 years, the pandemic, and you made it out here. Are y'all having a good time? That's what I hear. The vendors are like, the ladies are coming, and they're actually coming by and stopping by. So I just want to say thank you all so very much for coming. As I said before, expecting just to come together and let it be all about us. And truly, that's what we're about to talk about right now. This panel is called What the Health is Going On. I know I did, don't be going to church talking about some Melissa got on the stage and said, what the health is going on? You know, we're always doing stuff. We got these isms and schisms and things going on with our health as African-American women. Well, we're going to talk about it right now, right here, today at Women's Empowerment. So please help me welcome my panel guest. She is from Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina. They are presenting the panel right now. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina, their purpose is to improve the health and the well-being of our customers and communities, and they won't stop until health care is better for everyone. So here to represent all of that and so much more is Dr. Bahby Banks. Woo! Dr. Bahby, all right. And this wonderful doctor used to be my doctor. She says, Melissa, once a doctor, always a doctor. I am still yours. She now has her own business, Serenity Hydration and Wellness. Please put your hands together for Dr. Nicole Swiner. Doc Swiner. And last but not least, she is a national recording artist, Stella Award winner. Y'all might know her as Cora or Medea's baby girl, but I know her as my sister. Put your hands together for Tamela Mann. Woo!
Praise the Lord.
All right, ladies, how are you doing?
Doing all right.
Oh,
I can't complain.
All right, we just gonna sit back and we're gonna talk. What the health is going on? I mean, our health is important. It's vital to us, okay? And the thing about it is, we as women, a lot of times we put it on the back burner. We're like, you know what? I'm gonna take care of the kids. I'm gonna take care of everybody else, and I'll wait. Yeah, that's aching. That's hurting me a little bit, but it's not gonna kill me. We're gonna keep on moving on. Doc Swiner is looking at me because she says, Melissa, you talking about yourself. Don't go there, Doc Swiner.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything.
So let's start off with that exact thing. Now, Dr. Bahby Banks, your entire career has pretty much been dedicated to helping people making them healthy, particularly in black women. So you got a lot to tell us. What does wellness mean to you?
Well, it's all of the things you were just talking about, right? We as black women have been the cultivators and creators of everything on this good green planet. And I don't think that we have known that we have the luxury sometimes of literally time, right? So making even a 5-minute moment for yourself to breathe. But studying public health, we look at a lot of data, and you look back 5, 10 years, 15, 20 years, and you're just like, things ain't getting better for us. Like, literally, nothing's getting better for us. And so really, you know, being down on the ground, talking to black women about what health looks like. It's not just wearing a nice clothes and body shape if you need to, but eating healthy, knowing what stress looks like when you stop breathing, right? You're holding your breath in and making sure that you're really taking care of yourself. So that's what my priority has been for us, by us, in public health.
Yeah, and that's what this day is all about. It's about us and getting the knowledge, and I thank y'all. Doc Swiner. Yes, my doctor. You have broken out with your own business, Serenity Hydration and Wellness. In that and about all of this, what does wellness mean for you?
So wellness is all encompassing, right? So hopefully you all are going to your medical providers and getting your annual checkups, and they're checking on your blood pressure and doing your pap smears and all that. But wellness, yes, you got it. She said, I'm up to date. Yes. But wellness is how you live your daily life. Wellness isn't just about your annual visit and your annual vacation. It's about creating those boundaries so that people don't take advantage of you, or getting out of those toxic relationships, which sometimes includes your mom, your dad, your grandma, your boss. right? So creating a safe space for yourself on a more consistent basis, that's all inclusive.
And Tamela, you my sister girl today. You are representing us right now. I love my doctors are my doctors. They are us too. But you just, like you said, Melissa, it's just me. But that's what we want to hear. What does wellness mean for you? You are always on the go.
Wellness for me, first of all, hi everybody. It's good to see you ladies and gentlemen. Wellness for me meaning taking care of myself. Even though I know a lot of times it's us, like everyone said, taking care of your families, but it's really making sure that I have that me time for me. In order to take care of my family, I have to take care of me. Of course, I'm doing all my physicals, and sometimes we do skip, but it's important that you do get that done. Since you say I'm talking from a real place, sometimes you do miss one, but it's important that you go back and take care of whatever physical that is, and whatever is hurting you, I'm learning that you go ahead and get it seen after. You may not think it's like it's okay, but it can actually turn into something worse. So taking care of you, meaning you're taking care of your family. So health wellness starts with me, and then I work down and take care of everybody else.
Amen, amen. Now, it's safe to say that throughout this pandemic, COVID-19 has affected probably everyone in here, or at least somebody that we know. I don't know how many people are actually still virgins to COVID-19 and never ever had it. But for the most part, it's really touched all of us, especially those in our brown and black communities. So Dr. Banks, I want to ask you, how are you all there at Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina kind of promoting health and dealing with this pandemic in our black and brown communities, in our minorities communities?
Yeah, so this is the big surprise to the rest of the world, right? That like black and brown communities have different resources. We have historic and contemporary issues that really keep us kind of at the bottom when it comes to health. And it's not because we're not healthy people, it's because we don't have the resources. Everybody can't go see Doc Swiner or go take me to the cane. Like, everybody can't do that, right? And so as I shared, my background is public health. I know a lot of brilliant sisters, a lot of brilliant brothers around here. So we came together, and Blue Cross Blue Shield is supporting us. It's a campaign called Not a Host, or NA. We say that all the time. So we just want people to just really think about how they moving. So I see some masks on, some masks off. We're in a big arena right now, right? So just really helping people think through the best way to navigate this pandemic. And so we partnered with Afropunk back in November. They flew us out, this little black girl, to Los Angeles. It was crazy. And now we're working with youth in Durham and in Charlotte. You guys will see some really dope messaging coming out in the coming months. But we're going to let our babies lead. I've said since the beginning of this pandemic, how many of y'all been on these challenges on TikTok and Instagram and everything? Good and grown and still do it. Look, I'm just like, our babies are already leading, so let's give them the correct information, right? This ain't a black or brown disease. This is an infectious disease that just kind of slapped on top of everything else. So that's what Blue Cross Blue Shield is supporting. Y'all check it out. It's called Not a Host, and it's nah. Just if somebody says, can I come through? Yeah, it's yes or no. But just really thinking about risk. What you got, what you working with, and how you moving. That's it.
Absolutely, because we're always moving everywhere. And like you said, we're all kind of different about how we're dealing with it. But the bottom line is, and you might talk about this, even Doc Swiner, a lot of times we think, oh, it's been going on for so long that we can kind of rest, or, we don't need it as bad. What do you say about that?
Right, so we see that the numbers are going up again, right? Right, who remembers when Omicron hit and we were like, okay, so this is gonna be a real bad one, we're gonna be good, we're gonna make it to Christmas, and it'll be fine. But then the variants keep coming and coming and mutating and mutating. So we all have fatigue. I'm up here like freaked out that I don't have my mask on, but I too get fatigued and tired of having to wear my mask and tell my kids to wear their mask and all that. But the truth is, we just are in a situation where we will just have to learn to live with COVID, right? I don't think we'll ever get rid of it. We tried our best to get ahead of it, but I think we were a little late to the game. And hopefully now people are picking up again the vaccinations. At first there was a lot of mistrust, there was a lot of fear, myself included. I don't know if you heard me talk about it like on the radio. I was like, I don't know about this vaccine. I'm gonna wait. I didn't wait too long though. But we still have to make sure that we're up to date with our vaccinations, get your boosters. The kids are going back to school. That's gonna be, just watch. The numbers are probably gonna peak after that. we will have to live with this. Now, thankfully, I'm more optimistic now than I was 2 years ago when we had no meds, we had no IV antibodies, to give each other. But now we have a little bit more research, a little bit more understanding about what this is. But just remain, vigilant. Remain vigilant because, unfortunately, it's not going away.
Can I add something to that real fast? You raised a great point that viruses are going to virus, right? So you Omicron, and then the next one is coming. So that vigilance point is so big. Viruses going to do what they've been doing for millions of years. We got to stay ahead of it. So thank you for raising that point of just being smart enough to be in front of it, because virus is going to virus.
You're right, and it takes doctors like you and Doc Swiner and Doc Banks, is to let us know the facts and what we need to do, and speaking out and being on the radio and saying, hey, look, this is what y'all need to do. We as black women don't need to be caught up into this. So continue to give us the wisdom and the knowledge. So we're gonna change a little bit here. We're gonna talk about, how many of y'all out there are wives and mothers and have a full-time job? Can I hear that by applause? How many of you? Woo! Okay. So yes, wives, mothers, full-time job, trying to balance it all. Now, Tamela, we're coming over here to you because you're not only, you're a wife, a mother, a grandmother. Y'all, can you believe it? And you probably have one of the busiest schedules. I mean, flying from city to city, from state to state each and every day. How do you find the balance in making all this stuff work and successful? Did I mention that? And successful in doing it?
Well, thank God for all of that. But what happens is, I have learned through being with my husband that we don't balance it. First of all, take pride in my relationship, so I don't balance it with my everyday life, but I try to schedule things according to forced time. Like if I'm gonna be filming, we'll have time for that, but I still make time that I'm gonna have a date with my boyfriend, my baby daddy. We gonna make sure we got our time. So it's important to me that I make him happy at all times, and it's important to him to make me happy. But I am also scheduling music in there. It's like some days it was like I just need a break. Honestly, it's like just like any other job. I have to have time off. But like right now, since COVID, we was out for 2 years, so everybody we just got off. We've been off. So, but we've been running since we've been back. So my prayer is, Lord, just keep my body strong, keep my voice strong, that I'll be able to keep up and do the work that you've called me to do, and being a good example for my family, for my grandbabies, and for my kids, even though they're grown. But just even for you, to just try to be a good example and show, just like the doctors are saying, God, we need to pay attention and make sure that we're still washing our hands and not just letting things just fly by because we feel like it's dying down, that we still have to take care of ourselves. And I think it's important for these sisters to be doctors. Can y'all give them another hand? Because I feel like, why am I up here? I'm not no doctor. In no way. I'm just country. I didn't go to college.
Oh, we country too.
But I just appreciate y'all. I just appreciate the vibe that y'all came, that y'all regular ladies, but yet you have a title, but you still... We just regular, y'all. We do what we do, but we still regular people. I'm Tam at home, and I just want y'all to see us as regular women, but just trying to give, some help where we can. So just listen to these things. That's why y'all came, really. Y'all came so y'all can hear what y'all. But it's important that we learn from one another. Is that right? Yeah. It's important that we learn from one another, right? Yeah. Because we don't know everything, right? None of us don't know everything, and I really appreciate what you ladies do. And thank you, Melissa, even just for having me up here with these fine doctors. They fine. Doc got her legs out. I'm like, whoop, I ain't got put my leg in. But it's all right. But that's what I do, y'all. And I still try to have fun doing my work, so I just won't get burnt out.
That's balance.
So that's balance. So that's what I do. I try to, work it all out and get it all done. And whatever I do, I try to do it 100%. I don't try to do nothing. I want it to be done and done right. Coming out here looking for you. I want to look right for y'all.
Yeah. So Tamela, is there any times that David tells you you just got to sit it down? You got to shut it down, period.
He don't, because he don't know how to sit down. I have to tell him. I'm the one who say, hey, we going on vacation. And I just set a date and we go. Because David is a workaholic. He goes when everybody else is sleeping. He's up thinking. He's up working. I'm like, babe, come on, just take a chill pill. Just lay here, and you don't have to watch the movie with me, but just lay here, be on your iPad, and just don't do no work. But we're learning that as we get older to really take time, just like you say, just to lay there. But I'm learning though. I'm like the doctors. When I hear my body say, "Tam, lay down," you can trust. I'm like, I ain't getting up today. I'll see y'all. I ain't coming. I ain't doing it.
Doc Swiner, I have a question for you. Look, congratulations, first of all, for being on the Essence Festival earlier this year. Yes, representing, talk about that. And your festival that you have every year, the New Year, is just, I hear it's getting bigger and bigger and going different places abroad. So congratulations on that. Yeah, we have some wonderful doctors here doing great things. So, of course, we know that you are the author of this awesome book, The Superwoman Complex. That's pretty much what we've been talking about. In that, you kind of describe what it is and how we can avoid it. Can you give us some tips on exactly what it is and what we can do to avoid it? Because we need to. We think we're superwomen. We can do it all, and we try. I think that's the problem.
Well, I think that's the key, is to keep trying. Like, we're not all going to get it perfectly. We're not all going to establish the perfect self-care routine that you stick to every day and you go to the gym 7 days a week. And we can't be perfect, but the goal is to try, right?
Help me, Holy Ghost.
I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to pray for you. We have moments. So there are moments when I'm more motivated to be active and do what I'm supposed to do, and then there are some slumps, right? But, you talked about your husband not wanting to sit. I want to shout out my husband, Mr. Swiner, who will tell me to sit down at any moment. He's like, listen, so who is coming? Is somebody coming over to the house? Why are you cleaning? So sit down. Having the support team around you to support your self-care goals and support you not having to be everything to everyone is very key. So, shout out to Price and Blake, too. They would get mad if I didn't say their name. Price and Blake, hey.
Hey, girl. Hey.
But they know when mommy needs a break. They are now, I've trained them well enough to know that at about 9:30, 10 o'clock, mommy is going to bed. So everybody be quiet. Wow. That's my goal. So if I don't do anything else right to avoid being a superwoman, is getting those 6 to 8 hours per night, and everybody around me knows how important that is to me, and they support it. So, check your team. Tell them what your goals and aspirations are in terms of taking better care of yourself. Hopefully they love you enough to help you be accountable. And if they don't, there may be a problem with that relationship. So, pick one or two, be as consistent as you can, and then have your support team around you to support you in that.
Sounds good, sounds good. To mention Essence Festival, not only is Doc Swiner doing wonderful things going to the Essence Festival, but so is Dr. Bahby Banks. Y'all are really making some moves and strides. I'm kind of like Tamela. I'm really proud that both of you, black female doctors on this, they're moving, y'all. They're making it happen. Look them up, okay? We need to support ourselves. We need to support our black doctors.
Amen.
So look, you have taken a small event in Durham, big ups to Bull City, the Envision Empowerment Experience. And I've heard that it's absolutely awesome. I got to check it out, okay? I've heard that you've taken it to the next level, to an annual event, to the Essence Festival, as a matter of fact. Taking ourselves, investing in ourselves. How can you, what is next for you as far as, with this event and moving on and upward in it? And what would you leave and like to speak and envision for the women that are here today for women's empowerment?
Oh. Let me drop the mic. Like, I had so many things to say. So it's so funny that you talked about, I've known Doc Swiner for a long time, but it's funny that you talked about our accolades, because, like, we folks at the end of the day, right? And Envision Empowerment Experience was brought about because I did not see myself in the mold, right? Doctor's supposed to come up here like, I'm not a medical doctor, but we're supposed to come here and be like, thee, thou, though. Don't nobody care about all that. Don't nobody care about all that, right? I come from a long legacy of black women who are committed to public health in Southwest Miami, and my great-grandmother, because nobody else would serve black people, built by hand with my great-grandfather a convalescent center to serve black people. Wow. The city of Miami dedicated that in 1990. Those are my roots. So at the end of the day, when somebody asks me, like, who are you? The accolades are cute, but I'm Doc's child at the end of the day. Right. And so when I was sitting in this job, because I'm very creative, all of us are, and I called my best friend, I was like, so, is this what we do? We work for 30 years up in this Chiefs, and then we retire, and then what happens? And she was like, I mean, normally, you too sick to live. Like, you retire or you die early. So I was like, I'm out. And so that's where Envision came from. I literally saw all of the things that I wanted to do, and I started working myself back to it. And so Envision was a small workshop for women to come and be like, look, you ain't got to do nothing. As the great philosopher Joe Clark said in Lean On Me, you ain't got to do nothing but stay black and die. That's all you got to do, right? But really giving women an opportunity, minus the noise, to be like, sis, what do you want? Like, what do you want? And to have that dedicated time to work towards that. And so just like Doc Swiner's event, it was a little event here, and then we got support from the American Heart Association. Take this little black girl right here. This little black girl right here. To Essence Festival in 2018 and 2019. We decided not to go in 2020 and 2021 just because all of our people have not gotten to the end of this pandemic yet. So in just a spirit of solidarity, we're gonna go back next year. So that's Envision. It was like when I saw what I wanted to be, all bets are off. I'm off payroll. Holla, I'm out.
Yes, y'all put your hands together.
That's wonderful.
You had this vision though, like you said. When I saw this, the thing about it is you didn't see it and just talk about it. You saw it and you stepped out and you made it happen. Yeah. And that's what we absolutely love. Y'all, this is how we look and we're able to use and see and hear her journey and her journey and her journey. And we say, you know what, if they can do it, if they can take it, like you said, this little bitty black girl, she keeps saying this little bitty girl. No, you know what?
I agree. This little bitty
If
black
we
girl.
can do it, so can you. And that's what I want you to get from those that are on this panel today. And that we see health, what the health is going on. We see it in so many different ways, but we have to be healthy. And I want to go back to Tamela right now because let me tell y'all, having a healthy relationship, especially when you're married, is very, very vital. Even Doc Swiner, she gave a holler out over there to her husband. That's what it's all about. But let me tell y'all, one of the healthiest marriages that I see, and I love it when I see them just, you know, just come together and just love each other. They're friends. It's Tamela and David's marriage. And
thank you so much.
y'all been married for what, 30?
34 years.
34 years.
34 years without any separations. And I love to say that because we worked through it. I mean, not to say we ain't had no ups and downs, because we have. You've heard the song. We've had ups and downs, and we had some obstacles. Yes, I'm in my 6th year, I wanted to quit. And David told me, if you say I'm leaving one more time, because I said, I'm going to leave and pack my kids, and I'm going on my mama's house. He said, you say it one more time, I'm going to pack your stuff and take you over to your mama's house. I ain't said it no more. But my relationship is important. First of all, my faith is important. And, you know, if I could just piggyback, without a plan, without a goal, for the lack of knowledge, we perish. And you have to have a plan in mind. When you have a plan and a goal, like this sweet doctor have said, this little young lady over here, y'all, I mean, if you just put it down on paper. Put your plan on some paper. Just because you're old don't mean it can't happen. It's never too late until we're dead. It's never too late until we're dead. And I believe all of us are in here are alive and breathing. Amen. So whatever it is, it can still happen for you. God has no respect of person. Y'all know I'm a faith believer. And he has no respect of person. If he did it for me, he can do it for you. And that's the same thing these ladies are saying. And even in my marriage, I mean, it can work. But both of us on the same page, that we want to please God, we want to please each other, and we have goals that we want to work toward and work together with and accomplish, and God has helped us do that. I mean, it hasn't always been easy, but we've worked what we've had. We didn't complain. I mean, there's times that we wanted to, but we just looked at each other like, we're not gonna whine about it. We're just gonna turn it around. And the Lord will turn it around in your favor. If you trust and believe him, he will make a way, and that's not a slang or cliche. He will make a way out of no way. And he will send people in your way to help you to get where you're trying to go. So that's what's happening up here today is we're living proof and living witnesses that God can. And I'm not going to cry. That's what that hiccup was. I'm not going to cry. But God can. And just for me to be sitting here in front of y'all today I'm just in amazement because little old me, you know, the youngest of 13. I was the only one that graduated from high school. But God has did it for me, and I'm so grateful And I'm so honored to be here before you and have the opportunity to let you know that he can, but we have to take care of ourselves in the process. What else? Did I answer everything I need to answer?
You know what? We were so into it. I
'Cause I
don't know.
did.
It don't really matter.
I'm over here
That
like
was
husband is
good.
buffering.
That was good. That was good.
I'm holding my tears back because he did it for me. God
Yes,
has
he
did it for me.
And he'll keep doing it over and over again. That's how blessed. He wants you to be blessed. So as we wrap up, I want to go to each one of you and let us know how we can get in contact with you. Little big girl, as a little black girl who's just, we want to know. We want to know. We want to know how we can get in touch with you, you know, especially my doctors, of anything, any questions that we may have. Tamela, you know, we follow you anyway. But I hear you have a surprise for us at the very end, so we're going to figure that out. So somebody said, yay, Dr. Bahby, thank you so very much for being on. How do we get in contact with you, especially about Envision, knowing where it's going and how we can be a part of it?
Yes, I'm the only Bahby Banks on this good green planet. My daddy can't spell nothing like he's supposed to. He's the original Bahby, but mine is B-A-H-B-Y, Banks. Literally everything on social media is that, or you can visit my website. Take care of yourselves, women. Make sure that you're looking at your blood pressure. We were talking about that backstage. That's the silent one. Make sure that you're loving up on each other, because we all we got, and we want to see you at the end of this thing.
Amen.
So it's Bahby Banks.
Bahby.
That's how they say it. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'll do the sanitizer on the mic.
Well, thank you. Thank you. We love you. We love your spirit. We love you totally. All right, Doc Swiner, my doctor, always will be my doctor, even though she opened up her own business and
I quit.
she quit. She quit. She said, I'm going to do my own thing. I ain't mad at her, y'all. I'm sorry.
My patients in the audience are like,
It's okay. When I still have a question, I still call her.
just call me. Just call me.
So let us know more about your new business, the hydration, and how we can get in contact with you.
Yes. So one of my things that I'm doing now is Serenity Hydration and Wellness. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram, Serenity Hydration Wellness. If you want to get some IV hydration, skin glow, you're pre-partying, you're post-partying, all that good stuff, look me up.
Because her skin look good up here,
Oh,
y'all.
it's makeup. It's makeup. I can't take.
No, I can see beyond the makeup.
Been drinking a little bit of water today. Thank you. Thank you. But if you need me to come and stick an IV in you, I'll do that, or vitamin supplementation. So we're there. On IG, yes.
That works too. I've tried that. I did that.
Call
that
me.
works.
Call me. How long are you here? For Instagram, I'm Real Doc Swiner. So my name, Doc Swiner, but real in the front on Instagram. And if you're wanting to be part of New Year, New You, which is my yearly event that we've been doing, we're going back to Cabo San Lucas, Mexico in February. So check it out, be with us, stay with us. Last thing I'll say is one of my favorite Zora Neale Hurston quotes is, if you are silent in your pain, they will kill you and say you enjoyed it. Don't be a superwoman, ask for help, and have the right type of people around you to support you. And y'all be blessed.
Yes. All right, Tamela. Somebody said, I don't follow Tamela. What's her?
You can follow me at David and Tamela Mann on IG. I'm the real Tamela Mann on TikTok. But all the rest of them is David and Tamela Mann. We do it together, so y'all know together we stand, unified, baby. We unified. But David and Tamela Mann, you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of them.
All right, y'all. What the health is going on? Yes, presented by our sisters there, our family there, Blue Cross and Blue Shield of North Carolina. Their purpose is to improve the health and the well-being of their customers and communities, and they won't stop until health care is better for every last one of us. Put your hands together. For my awesome, wonderful panelists, Dr. Bahby Banks, Dr. Nicole Swiner, and of course, the awesome Tamela Mann.